Good morning. Setting up for restored yoga. Hi. So today, I'm going to work on a lot of the same things that we've been working on: hamstrings, hips, shoulder opening. So, got my mat set out, got a blanket, yoga strap. You can use a tie, a belt, a towel if you don't have one. 2 blocks. If you don't have them, you can just get a couple towels or blankets. We have about 10 minutes before we start. So if you would like to start in a child's pose, and we're gonna do a couple minutes in child's pose since we don't often stay in child's pose for that long. Okay. So again, we have 10 minutes before we officially start class. So feel free to fast forward if you check in on this class a little later. You can fast forward to about 5-10 minutes. Hi there. Okay. So we will start in about 5 minutes. If you want to have a few long, deep breaths in child pose or now in knee stretch with me, I'm just taking about a 4 to 5 count inhale. As I empty the breath, push it all out. And then inhale. Deep breathing. About 4 minutes till we officially start. If you would like to join me in some breath work, to sit comfortably, feel free to sit on a blanket or a block to give you a little lift if you need. I'm going to ask you to rock front to back. And then back and hold alignment. Feel the base of the hips, the heart stacked above the hips. Open the shoulders down the spine. And then if the chin or head feels like it's jutting forward, right, with that type of posture, we're going to lift our chin up, up, up. The chin will automatically help assist the lift of the sternum. So here we're going to breathe. So again, we're starting, we have 3 minutes. So we're going to do some 3-minute breath work. You ready? I'm going to put in a little Kundalini meditation as well. So a little mini Kundalini. So right now you feel your sit bones. We're just going to rest our palms facing up. Close the eyes if you like. If you need a mantra, something to help keep the mind focused, you can say Sat Nam. And just an internal mantra. So we inhale, and as you're inhaling, try to take it from the depth of your belly and find the breath rising up the crown of the head. Deep inhale. You're also doing your best to breathe in through the nose, keeping the jaw unclenched. So relax the jaw. The teeth, they're not touching, just slightly apart. The tongue is relaxed. Sometimes it's nice to hold the tip of the tongue right at the roof of the mouth, in between the gum and the tooth on the inside. Deep inhales. A lot of times when we're trying to focus our mind and our body, our breath, we feel like anxious energy. It's okay. Just acknowledge the energy and then reground your mind, your body into feeling your pelvis and try to feel like it's heavy. It's rooting down. To help you with that rooting force, you find your Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is energy that hugs in and pulls up. So you find that strength. Okay. So the little Kundalini breath work that we're going to do is a meditation, a short meditation to help rid anger. I'm just going to come closer to the camera. So you're going to hold your hands like that. You see how the thumb is moving to the pinky, which is Jupiter. That's your intention. We're going to close the fist. And for only about 30 seconds, we're going to do Fist of Fire. Traditionally in Kundalini, this can be done for 3 minutes, and it's very energizing, and it gets rid of a lot of stagnant energy or negative vibes, negative energy. So we're going to take our thumb in, close the fist, relax the shoulders, and now to remind you, you have an aura, you have energy, bioenergetic field that extends out of the body, right? So a lot here, we can get very stuck in our head, and this energy can get stuck. So what we're going to do is take those fists and go around and around. And you don't have to go super fast, but as you get going, you might feel like you can go fast, fast, fast. Now the breath is like this. Coming closer. Belly button. Now that's the challenging part, right? 1, to get the arms to go around. It's going to bring energy into the shoulders. But 2, to get that navel activate. So here we go. 30 seconds. You ready? Here we go. You're going to conjure up all the energy, all that negative energy. Just think things that are annoying you, that make you angry. You're bringing it up and you're ridding yourself of it. Just do your best. As fast as you feel comfortable. That looks funny. Keep going. Bring it up, all the anger. Bring it out, squeeze it up. 15 seconds. Keep going. And we did it. Inhale up. Interlace the fingertips. Flip them up. Stretch. Think good positive energy. Inhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the root lock. That means hug everything in. And exhale. Okay, relax. Deep breath in. So you can feel how that energy of doing the fists for just 30 seconds really energized the whole body. So you can imagine doing that for 3 minutes. It's very challenging, not only for the shoulders, but the mind. But that is the benefit. So let's go ahead and change our position into tabletop. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Arms are going to press. So as we sink through the rib cage, and then repress and lift, sink through the ribs, and re-lift and press. So you're pushing the floor. You're pushing the earth down. And as you're doing this little motion, you're activating, it may not quite feel like it, but you're activating your core, your serratus. We've been focusing on that. You have abdominal muscles right on the side rib. Those are your pushing muscles. We are also activating our rhomboids underneath the base of our shoulder blades as we press through the palms. Inhale, deep breath. 3 more. 2 and 1. So the next move we're going to do is cat-cow, but we're going to take it into a Kundalini style of cat-cow. Now the difference between a regular basic yoga cat-cow looks like this. It's a little bit slower and a little bit more focused. Now, Kundalini cat-cow is faster, okay? And it's not quite about the pose, but it's about the energy that is going to be evoked. So Kundalini energy is all about drawing the energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And so when we do cat-cow and Kundalini, it's a little bit more aggressive, but you're going to be, considerate of your low back, of your neck, and your shoulders. So at first go slow, and then you can speed up. So it looks like this. So at first, my low back feels tight, so I'm not going to go very fast, right? But I also want to get the stretch in the neck, so I press. Inhale up, stretch the chin, but don't overarch the spine. Here we go. Think about that you are trying to draw the energy from the base of your spine to the crown of the head. So you can see that the Kundalini cat-cow's breath work is a little more aggressive. Another difference is it's okay if you move the shoulders a little bit. In a regular cat-cow, we don't want to move the shoulders, but in a Kundalini cat-cow, you can move, right? You can move the shoulders back. 10 more. And we did it. Whew. Separate the knees. I'm going to turn my blanket a little bit wider. Separate the knees into a wide knee child pose, big toes to touch. You can take your blocks or blanket and bring it in to rest the crown of the head. If you don't have blocks, feel free, you can stack your forearms or get something underneath you that you can feel supported. If this pose is good for you, you're going to extend those arms and reach. And really extend. Think that you're lengthening through the sacrum and the low back. And again, it's okay if your arms are back or they're just resting. Full deep breaths in. One more. As we slowly rise up, pull the palms into the chest. Pull those knees in. And let's sit cross-legged. Feel free to walk it out, shifting through the hips and walk the shoulder blades back. As we find our center, to help you find your center, rock front to back. Now, how do you know when you're in your center? When you go back, when you rock back, there's a point where the tops of the thighs will lift a little bit. That is your center. Inhale up. And exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Okay, I'm going to take the right arm and cross the body. Might look like the left to you, but cross the right And then pull that right shoulder down. Deep inhales right into that outer medial deltoid. We also want to feel that the end of the ear or the end of the jaw and the top of the shoulder creating space there. That will give you the depth of your stretch. One more breath. And release. As we inhale, open up. And other side. Deep inhale. It's always great to start your yoga practice with deep breathing and something that gets the energy flowing like we just did with the Kundalini Cat-Cow version. So our focus is going to be shoulders and hamstrings. And so right now we're opening up that medial deltoid. One more breath. Next inhale, open up the palms. And take those hands back. Interlace those fingers behind you if you can. If you can't, you're going to grab your strap and put it behind you. If you don't have a strap, you have a towel. Inhaling. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my profile. Any type of motion. What type of motion do you have there? If you're feeling stiff in the neck, feel free. You can have a couple moments where you're dropping your chin down. You can roll those shoulders back. Go back to the up and down. You can drop an ear to a shoulder. Lift it back up. Each time you do that little head motion, you might find a little more range of motion through the shoulder, so give it a go. Other ear to the shoulder. Up. Rolling shoulders back. A little motion. 2. And 1. Let's get into our abdominals. So back to tabletop, hands and knees down. Let's create a little bit more heat in the body to help our opening. Close the knees together. Lift the right foot, extend the right leg. Let's check the hips. Are they too high? Is one hip too high? Both hips should be level. Inhale, lengthen the chin forward and feel what that does to the thoracic spine. It gives that a little bit more back support, right? Instead of drop chin, extend chin. Chin's extended, inhale, deep breath. Exhale, round and drop chin. Inhale, extend chin, extend toe. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Right, we're firing up the core, just like that. Pressing through the thoracic spine that we started with. Guess what? We're still activating that same area, but now we're getting a little bit deeper into it by rounding out. 2 more. And 1 more. Let's challenge our balance. Extend through the right leg. Inhale. Now you can take these spider fingers and just walk, walk, walk. If you're a beginner or you're just trying to find your balance, this is where you can stay. Then you get onto a block. Then you try to reach. Otherwise, you're here. Inhale, deep breath. More challenge. Extend the left arm out to the side and then bring it back to the center. Inhale, open and draw that left shoulder blade down the spine and bring it back to the center. Inhale, open, drawing the shoulder blade down the spine, activating the latissimus dorsi, and bring it back to the center. Last time. Inhale, open, activate back, and bring it back to the center. Let's rest. Knees down, inhale, deep breath. Child pose. Start with rounding the tail. It's going to help the fascia. Do you feel the back stretching as you slowly move the hips back to the heels? Inhale, deep breath. Press and reach through the fingertips as your crown moves down. Reach and stretch. Feel free to wiggle around. Inhale up, rolling up, unwinding that spine. Checking our palms underneath the shoulders. Round 2, other side. Left heel lifts. Inhale, deep breath. Pull the navel in. Core strength awareness. Extend the leg. Check your hip. Is your left hip too high? Let's lower it back down. Inhale, deep breath, chin check. Chin extends. Feel that lengthening in the thoracic spine. Inhale, deep breath. Challenge further. Exhale, tuck the chin and pull the chin in. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, tuck and pull the left knee into the chest. Press through the palms. Inhale. Exhale, round it out. Inhale. Do your best to keep your shoulder weight over your palms. Sure. And one. Next level of challenge. Inhale, extend the left arm. Leg, I mean. Spider fingers. Walk it out, walk it out. Hold it here. You can practice by lifting. You can have a hand on a block to start getting you up a little bit higher. Otherwise, extend it, hold. And sweep it out to the side. And bring it back to the center. Inhale, open it out to the side. You can do this. And bring it back to the center. We need to get nice and warm for our hamstring opening. Inhale, open it up. Draw the shoulder blades down the spine. You feel your lats? And move it back. One more time. Inhale, open. Activate the back. And reach it forward. And down. Child pose. As the knee drops down, inhale, tuck the tail. Round it out and slowly you're stretching the fascia of the back. As the hips meet the heels, reach to the fingertips. And release. Inhale. We need a little bit more heat. Flatten the back. Extend the right leg. As we tuck the right toe under, if the socks, like my socks are kind of in the way, they're not allowing me to grip. So make sure that your toe can have a nice grip. Tuck the right toe under. Do you see how much stretch and length I'm getting through my right Achilles? Press to the palm. Tuck the tail. You should feel like you're almost doing a plank. 3 deep breaths and hold. Press. Tuck the chin. The weight of the left knee might even come off of the mat. And release. Other side. Inhale, deep breath. Let me take my sock off. Extend left toe. Tuck left toe under. Press through the heel. You see how much extension and stretch you're getting through your calf and your Achilles. Press. Tuck the chin. Push it back and maybe even push so much that the weight of the right knee lifts up. And exhale down. Whew, it's challenging, right? Toe stretch. Tuck those toes and move back. If your little piggies are sensitive, only put as much weight as you can handle, right? Don't go all the way back. Just do what you feel comfortable doing. If you feel comfortable coming all the way back, lift up the chest, put all the weight onto those toes. Hug the inner knees together. Long neck, chin check, chin up. Straighten the spine. 3 breaths. 2. And 1. Slowly lift up, moving into our hamstrings. Now blocks can be very helpful. If you don't have them, you get something like a stack of towels or something that can possibly help you if you need. So I'm going to use my block high end, walk it out like stilts, lift the hips up, maneuver my leg through. Now maybe the hamstring is really tight right now, so I'm not going to go fully extended to straight. I'm also have a little round in my spine. Now I'm going to go out a little bit farther so I can get a little bit better of a stretch for myself, and then work the chest up with a slight bend in the knee, right? I'm going to round thoracic and lift thoracic. What motion do you have there? Round. It's mimicking some of the same exercises that we just did. And lift. Now when you lift, do you feel it? I know you do. The lengthening of the hamstring. Okay, so now we lift chest, hold. Now with our toes. Can you see they're moving? Try to move the toes. Now plantar issues come from tight toes. Now try to separate those toes. A nice habit is to put all the fingers in between the toes. You could do that now, or you can wait till later. Squeeze the toes, stretch the toes out. Now we're going to point, dropping the foot down, and then lift. Point, dropping the toe down, and lift. 3. Now to deepen the pose, we're always going to lift up chest and draw tail back. You can work into your straightening of the right leg if it feels like you can. If you straighten your leg and you have to round your spine, then no, that's too much. Less is more. So heart up, look for the best alignment of your spine first, and then the hamstring will slowly correspond over time. So here we go. Toe up and hold. Inhale, deep breath. Good. Now, the next stretch, I'm just going to pull my heel back so I can give myself some stability while I adjust my blocks, or put a stack of blankets or towels underneath you. But blocks are best, so hopefully you have them. I'm going to take it, scoot my heel forward. I know I can sit down nice and easy, but a lot of times people have a hard time getting into this pose. You might be here. Right? If this is too much for the knee, I'm just going to have you sit on the block. You could be like this. Okay? That might be better. So right here, inhale, arms up. Now always, that's optional, right? Exhale down. We need a little bit of core awareness to stay balanced. Inhale, arms up. So if you're here, you might just be staying here. Or if you're here, you might feel comfortable lifting your arms up. So 2 more. Last one. Inhale up. Now think extension through the torso, toe up, flex the foot, and move the heart. Now pause and lift back up. Now the block placement, let's try it again, can interfere with the hamstring like it is mine right now. Now I can make this adjustment by just pushing the block a little bit, not quite on your hamstring, but more underneath your sit bone. So when you go forward, it's not going to be as painful. And lift it up. And exhale, reach. And lift it up. One more time. Exhale, reach. Hold, hold, hold. And lift it up. Okay, so we have strap, tie, belt, towel, whatever you have. Go ahead and get those toes. We're going to lean back. It's nice to have the yoga strap on the ball of your foot. So not your arch, not your toes, but the ball of the big toe. Lift it up. How about shoulders? Move those shoulders back and down. I'm going to take this strap and go around the wrists. So now I'm going to work on deepening the stretch. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, pull the elbows back. Chin leads gently. You may find a point where maybe you're pausing right here. Hold. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale. Now you're going to explore it. Wherever you need to stop, you will stop. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drawing the crown down wherever you can. Keep breathing. You're only going as far as your breath is connected. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale. One more breath. Release your strap. Slowly roll up the spine. Take a moment. You gotta let the blood come down. Pull your heel in. Hands reach forward. Now we're in a low lunge. You can move your blocks out of the way. We're holding our low lunge. Take your right hand on the inside, so walk your right foot out. Inhale, deep breath, drop the hips down. Now, if you need blocks, the blocks can be right here on the inside. You have different heights. You can always do a knee down, right? 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. And 1. Plank, our first plank. Walk your right foot out. Move it back. A modified plank looks like this. So you just drop your knees down, and then you drop your butt. You see how my back is straight. A full plank, thighs up. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and child pose. Lower the knees down. Wide knee child pose. Walk your knees out to the corners. Big toes to touch. Hips to your heels. Extend those arms. If it's possible, again, you can always use your block. Resting your head. Press and reach. And slowly come up. Pull your palms back. Inhale, lift the hips. Good. So we're going to take our blocks, bring them back in. For support, as we use them. And the left leg moves through. Okay, so again, we're going to start how we did on the other side with a little bit of a rounded spine and a little bit of a bent knee. So you're checking out your hamstring. We're going to start with our toes. A little wiggle, then we work our sternum, our chest up. Then we start to feel where the hamstring is on this side and round it out. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Last time. Inhale, lift. Hold, point. Flex, stretch your toes. Ooh. Point, flex, separate those toes. Remember, it's a good thing to create and keep space between your big toe and your second toe. And if you don't have that, you can get toe spacers, or you can use your fingers and put your fingers through there. You can do it every day. Massage your feet. Point and flex. 3 more. Tight toes can cause plantar issues, cuts blood flow off on the plantar. 2 more. And last one, hold and lift. Maybe you want to go to the depth of the stretch here. Maybe lean in. And our adjustment. I'm going to pull the heel in just for safety transition. Taking the blocks, putting it underneath like a little stool. I'm going to have a seat. Does my right knee feel okay in this position? Then I can walk my left toe out. It's okay to keep a little bent knee if the hamstring's tight. And again, if this right knee position is too much or it just doesn't feel good for you, you're going to have your foot in front. Okay? We inhale up, lengthen, exhale down. And all you're doing is breathing deep and trying to find as much extension through the spine as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Grab your strap. Strap the toes. So actually, it's not the toe, it's the ball of the foot. So if you can see, it's below the toes. I'm just gonna wrap it one time. Inhaling a deep breath, lift the chest up, move the shoulders back. This is about your back, this is about your spine. You may feel it in the hamstring and the calves, but what about your spine? So it's actually okay to be slightly bent knee like this. If bending the knee helps your spine straighten, it would be a better choice, okay? Pull it in, 3 more, because as we pull elbows back, what's happening? Chest is going through shoulders. Inhale, work our breath. Pull elbows back, lean. And reach. Breathe. Deep breathing. This is how our bodies take in nutrition. The oxygen moves our nutrition to wherever we need it. Breathe. We rid toxins. We rid fat. Inhale. Keep reaching. You can do it. Inhale. Reach, reach, reach as far as you can. You have a few more breaths. Drop the head. Keep going as far as you can reach while maintaining your breath. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And when we come up, you can release your strap. Hands support the spine. Slowly roll up. Take your time. Inhale up. Take a moment for the blood to come down. Pull your heel in. And let's take it off the block. So walk forward with your hands. Press into your palm and extend the right leg to straight. Now feel free to keep the right knee down if you need. You can also have your blocks stacked. You can find heights that work best for you, right? Or you're in your low lunge. 3 breaths, then into plank. 2 more. Now, an easy transition is to drop your knee and then walk your foot back. Then you can go into modified plank. From lunge, you walk your foot back, heel ball toe, sleep at that full plank hold. Push your heels forward, 10 seconds. Keep holding. If you feel anything in your low back, stop. You can drop your knees. And that was good. As we lower down, I'm just going to adjust my blanket for a moment. As we lower down, toes are tucked. Our first chaturanga, modified. I'm just going to walk the knees back. Toes are tucked. Knees are hip width apart, separating the fingertips wide. The crease of the wrist is lined up with the front edge of the mat. I'm going to give a nice stretch, just lengthening it back. Forehead to mat. Inhale up, rounding the spine. Lift those hips, round the spine. And now stick your chin out, stick your tail out. Bend your elbows and slowly keep those elbows in close to the ribs. Slowly lower yourself down. Roll your shoulders back. Go ahead and walk out your iliac bones, your hip bones. Roll the shoulders back. 4. Keep the toes tucked. 3, 2, and 1, 2. Press. Flatten the feet out, baby. Cobra. And exhale down. Sphinx pose. Walk your elbows. Good. As our elbows, wrist elbow aligned, elbow shoulder aligned, inhale, deep breath, press to the elbows and lift the chest up, move the shoulders back. Think as if you are moving your heart energy up, as if you are sliding your body forward and up. Now hug the navel, scoop the diaphragm, and pull the belly up and in. Hold your Sphinx pose. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now keep the strong shoulders pressed to the elbow, but drop the head. So think you press and lift the shoulder weight up, then lengthen the crown forward. We are working some opening into the occiput. It's the base of the skull. So you just drop the head down, slowly allowing that stretch. Inhale, look up and over your right shoulder. Might be possible to see your right foot. Maybe even your left. And we lower the chin down. And up and over. Other side. Looking over the shoulder. Stretch those toes. 2. And 1. And down we go. Inhale, crown lifts. Only if you feel comfortable in your low back, you can come up a little bit. And exhale down, elbows can come out. Sweep those arms behind you. If you can't interlace, you can grab your strap. Okay. Inhale, deep breath. Reach those knuckles to your heels as you lift up the heart. 3 deep breaths. 2. And 1. Extend and lift the legs. Sweep those arms forward. Reach, reach, reach. And down. Forearms stack. Rest the forehead down. A little low back strengthener. Right leg and extends up. Keep your right hip flexor, your right iliac bone pushing to the floor. So both hip bones are pushing to the floor. And release. Other side. So left leg, extend. And release. Inhale slowly, elbows in. So this next stretch is for the shoulders. It's so good. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so we're going to, I call it like, I don't actually know the name of it, but I X the forearms. So we're going to take the left thumb into the body, the right thumb cross. So think about your elbow points as the axis. I'm going to turn to face you so you can see. So from Sphinx, okay, cross, cross. See how my elbows are the point. Now I'm just going to kind of rock as I scoot. So I have my right arm in front. Doesn't matter which arm because we're going to do both. And I'm walking the fingertips and just reaching through. Take the time because you're going to feel a deep stretch in the shoulders. So now you're X'd through your elbows and now you flip your palms facing up. Okay, I'm going to turn. Stay where you are. Palms facing up, toes tucked under. Now those toes are going to give you the leverage to shimmy and walk your hips forward. Now, it gets to where are we going with this? Well, we're almost there. So the chin tucks into the bicep. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's going to be a great lymphatic cleanse. So we tuck the chin, and you should feel the depth of your stretch possibly on the top arm on the front. Or is it the front or the closest arm to the body? I don't know. It kind of depends on what's going on in your shoulders. So see how I'm shimmying my hips forward as I feel comfortable. And you can even, try to roll the wrist and see if you can give yourself a little hug. Now, the most advanced I've seen someone do this is, I don't know if I could do it today, but you're really laying on your shoulders. Now, it's definitely the arm that's closest to the body that's getting the most stretch, but both of them are getting it. As you'll start to feel a little bit of tingly and uncomfortable feeling, which I'm feeling right Now, and that is your cue to let go. So now we release, inhales back to Sphinx pose. Woo! Now we're going to feel a whole left arm. All of this cleansing energy, blood flow moving through. So lift the chin. A lymphatic cleanse. Remember, our lymph nodes, our glands, are really our guardians of health. So it's very good to cleanse them, to give them a little assistance. So let's see, other arms. So did you remember what arm you had on top? You'll figure it out because it will feel different. Okay, so elbows cross. Take your time. Ooh. Flip the palms up, tuck your toes. Start shimmying your hip weight forward to wherever it feels a little bit of comfortable pressure on those arm shoulders. Woo. Tuck your chin into your chest. It's a great release. Come on, you can do it. You can see if you can move through your wrists, your fingertips. See if there's any lifting. Maybe you can reach and give yourself a hug. Now we're just waiting for the blood flow to be cut off and to have that little tingly feeling. You can feel the pressure building up. If it's uncomfortable, go ahead and release it. Back to Sphinx pose. And I'm following that right now. Inhale, deep breath. Lift. It's okay if you feel a little achy in there. We just cut off blood flow and oxygen. Now we're allowing new energy flow through the shoulder. Only if the low back feels okay. You can lift the chest up. Shoulders down your back. And release. Okay, so the next shoulder opener, I'm going to take a block in for a pillow. The next stretch is going to be opening the front of the chest. So I'm going to take my right arm behind me. Now when I move my right arm behind me, it's going to look like, oh, you can see me, it's flat. So I'm just going to turn so you can see. Here, walk it out and roll over. So you can see how the arm is behind you. So both knees are going to bend. Stack the knees. Walk your shoulder out with your fingers so you can feel it's flat and open in your anterior deltoid. Then take your left arm. Now that might be a deep enough stretch right here for a lot of people. It's a great place to start. If you want to deepen it, now you're going to interlace your hands back. To deepen it further, you might need a couple moments before you start this next part, or maybe you do this in the future. The top foot to the floor. Eventually, maybe not today, eventually you can roll all the way back and the right leg can be straight. But for right now, it's probably better to have both knees bent. So 3 more breaths. We just hold this until, just like the last stretch, it becomes a little bit uncomfortable. Then we'll let go. Just a few more breaths. Now, I don't know if you feel a little uncomfortable yet. I probably can hold it a little bit longer, but I'm going to go ahead and release. Take the top hand in front of the chest. The top leg extends to straight. Roll back down, face down. And then we're in Sphinx pose again. A little lymphatic cleanse. Once again, inhale. So good for your immune system. Lift it up. Okay, are you ready? So other ear to the block. Other arm just extends back, right? Walk those fingertips so the shoulder follows. Your front hand can help you turn. Adjust both knees to bent, kind of like in the fetal position. This can be enough of a stretch, possibly. Otherwise, open the right arm up. Maybe here is enough. The intensity of the stretch is going to be found by your top shoulder going up and back. Do you feel that? So as you go back, your chest, you start to open more. So it might be possible that you're interlaced fingers behind you. That might be enough stretch. If not, top foot to the floor. What is that allowing? What's happening? The weight of your body is moving back into that shoulder. So if I wanted to just adjust the stretch, you see how I'm rocking my knee? Front to back. Feels okay. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper. So eventually, breathe and hold. Two more breaths. Again, if it's so uncomfortable, you're going to let it go and you're in Sphinx pose. That's where we go next. Okay, that's time for me to let go. Release, inhale. Slowly roll out of it. Slowly roll out of it. What's the rush? Sphinx pose. Inhale, lift. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't it? Feels so good. All right, we're on our back. You can keep your block if you like it for a headrest. You do need your yoga strap. Let's take our yoga strap onto the right ball of the foot. Extend the right leg to straight. My left knee will stay bent for now. And flex, just relax the shoulders. The weight is through the elbow, just pulling in. Now the hand grip can kind of be, a little uncomfortable just holding on to this strap. And so we did it earlier. We go down the strap, wrap it around the wrist or the top of the hand, and now the fingers can relax a little bit. So now here we go. Pull the elbows out and the leg in and push it away. Now bring your mind to the base of your spine, your tail. When that heel pushes away, can you find a level pelvis and weight into the tail and then pull in? Feel the difference? I can't go as far now that I focus my tail pressing down. So we want that because that is actually the root of the top of the hamstring. We want to know, we want to feel where the top of the hamstring is. Two more. Last one. Now draw a circle. The heel can drive the circle. There's a little bit of core balance, stability needed through the hips. We're lubricating the joint of femur bone into pelvis socket. Two more. One more. Let's reverse. When you focus on those hamstrings and the shoulders, it just improves your mood so much. Do two more. And one more. Change. Left leg extends out. Flex the left foot. point, and flex right foot, point, and that's point. This is flex. 2 more. 1 more. Deep inhale, and gentle pull, and push. Gentle pull, and push. And if you need to, it's okay to have your left knee bent. Like if this feels like too much, go ahead and bend that left leg. Here we go, circling. Good, nice and slow, little circles. 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. Right hand has the strap, left arm down, right arm open. I encourage you not to move this right leg out too far as you were looking for the stability in the left hip. So you don't want the left hip to lift up. But let's keep trying. Out. And here's the change. Left hand has the strap. IT band. Cross the leg over and lift. Cross the leg over and lift. Two more. This little series, if you're going to do anything in the class, I don't know, it's all pretty amazing and important, but this part right here is so good for your hips and the happiness of your back, lengthening out these ligaments on the side leg, keeping your hips from rocking. Last time, so good for you. You need to do it, if not once a week, multiple times a week. So you can meet me every Wednesday and we're gonna go through these hips and open them back up. Let's change legs. Right foot down, point and flex. Point and flex. Now to not wear out my fingers, I'm gonna go around the strap. Now I can let the weight of my arms just hang a little bit. 3, 2. Here's the change. Pull it in, just be gentle. Elbows can go out. Push the heel away. Inhale and exhale. It's our responsibility to keep our ligaments open, our joints open, strong, limber. It's no one else's job but ours, so we have to schedule it in our life because why? You're important. You deserve it. 2 more. Last time. This is therapy for your body, your spirit, your mind. Here we go. What did we do? Oh, we did circles actually, right? The pressure drawing your toes down and then the femur bone, keeping our hips steady, is getting lubricated, massaging in the socket, or stretching the back of the knee. 2 more. 1. Reverse. Deep breath in. So whether you did the whole class or even part of it, good job. Because you did something good for yourself today, and you're going to feel much better for it. Right leg extends. Go slow. Again, if that's too much of a stretch, what do? You're just going to keep your knee bent, okay? So right Hand has the strap, right arm relax, right toe up, abdominals in. Start just going out a little bit, because your abs have to figure out what kind of stability is needed, and then explore range of motion. So as I explore range of motion, I'm keeping my right hip down. Breathe with it. Inhale, open. Just work the range of motion that you have. We only have 5 minutes left, class. One more time. So good. Stretching inner and outer leg, both important for a happy back. Okay? Left leg crosses the body. Start small range of motion. Where can you cross and keep this hip down? And then lift. Just feel it. Ooh, get in there, pull, be gentle, and lift. Now explore it. You might be able to go farther. Inhale, deep breath. Come on. Focus your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Notice I'm keeping this hip down. It's not rolling up. Last time. And lift. Okay, so both feet into the strap. This is just gonna feel nice. A little walk. See how I'm bending the knees? Little walk it out. Create a little pressure into the low back, which is good. Now I'm gonna walk the feet out wide. Almost about wider than shoulder width. I'm gonna do a little flip around the wrist again, around the top of the hand rather, with the strap. Flex toes, pull, push, pull, push, 2, and 1. Now we pull, bend the knees, bend the knees, bend the knees, bend the knees. Where are we going? Into dead bug. Here we are. Push your tailbone down, pull the strap. Now you don't need the strap, you could just hold your legs. But the leverage kind of feels nice, so if you enjoy it, keep going. Here's the change. Soles of the feet move together. I'm just gonna give myself a higher grip. So when I bend the knees, arms go on the inside. Soles of the feet together. Pull, pull, pull through your elbows. Now release the grip and slowly lower your heels down. Ooh, doesn't that feel good? Just give yourself a moment. If you're really uncomfortable in this pose, what you can do is take both of your blocks. Tuck them right underneath your hip. And that will just take the edge off of the stretch so you can get a little bit more comfortable. Interlace the fingers, it's your choice, on top of the belly. So I have my thumb connected and my pinky connected. So this is Sleeping Goddess pose. And we're just going to breathe into our palms. Deep breath in to finish practice. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. Fill the lungs up. Hold at the height of the lungs. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Release your palms. Can you just massage down your legs? Find that little nook and cranny of the hip, the top of the femur bone. Get some pressure and push and massage away. I'm going to kick, toe ball heel your foot out, a little shake, windshield wiper foot, other foot kind of kicks out, windshield wiper the foot. Extend the palms by the sides of the body, slightly away. Relax the fingertips, allowing the toes to fall out to the corner of the mat. Drawing our breath awareness through the base of our feet. Breathe in and think gratitude. Thankful for the grounding feet, for the feet that take us through the journey of life. Breathing in that gratitude from feet through legs. Deep breath in. Breathing into our hips. Acknowledge increased energy and happiness. Breathing through the torso. Feeling gratitude for all our healthy working organs. Breathing through our neck, shoulders to fingertips, releasing any tension. Breathing through our jaw, releasing the tension of our jaw, relaxing the tongue, relaxing the cheeks, allowing the weight of the eyes to fall back. All the muscles of the head have let go. Sava. Taking your next deepest breath. Open the mouth and fully empty out the breath. Inhale. Reawakening the physical body, wiggle the toes and the fingertips, reach them over the head. Reach and stretch it out. Sweep those fingertips around the body. Right knee, left knee. And if you'd like to rock up to sit or rock to the fetal position before coming up, we'll do so. Thank you so much for joining my practice today. Namaste. We have new classes at the Town Club. I'm getting ready to start one now. We have Yoga Lattes on Wednesday and Friday at the Town Club at 11:30. We'll either be outdoors on the terrace if it's a beautiful day or on the basketball court. Have a great day, you guys. See you later.